I was never meant to be this. Weak, soft, quiet. The world shattered me into pieces, each one colder than the last. They said I was nothing, but I was more. The demons whispered in the dark, and for years, I listened. I gave them everything they wanted. My thoughts, my soul, my fear, my pain. They dug deep and tore into me like parasites, sucking me dry. But in the end, they made one fatal mistake. They woke something inside me. It started slow, a crack, a fracture in my soul. I let them convince me that I was broken. I let them twist my every thought, push my every limit. They told me I was nothing. They told me I would never survive. And for a long time, I believed it. I cowered. I ran. I hid from the very monsters I created. They were always there, circling me, waiting for me to break. And I did. I broke. But then something shifted. I got tired of running, tired of playing their games. I realized something. I realized I didn't have to fight them. I didn't have to resist. I could become one of them. I could walk side by side with the demons that haunted me. I could take their rage, their chaos, their hunger, and I could use it. I could make it mine. Every time I tried to outrun them, I only ran further into their grasp. But when I stopped, when I turned around and faced them head on, I saw something new. They feared me. They feared my rage. They feared my pain. They feared what I could become. I did not beg for mercy. I did not plead for escape. No, I embraced it. I embraced the darkness because I realized something. There is power in surrendering to the storm. When you stop fighting, when you stop pretending to be something you're not, you become a force, a weapon. The world broke me into fragments, each sharper than the last. But with every shard, I grew stronger. My pain was never weakness. It was the fuel, the blood in my veins. The demons that tormented me became the very fire that forged me. The first time I felt it, really felt it, I knew there was no turning back. The rage that had smoldered for years exploded like a volcano. I had been humiliated. I had been betrayed. But that betrayal, it no longer mattered. The humiliation, it became my armor. I wore it proudly. I walked through the fires that once consumed me, and now they served me. I was no longer just the victim. I was the storm. I became the nightmare they never saw coming. Every scar, every wound, every moment of weakness became a testament to my survival. I did not make peace with my demons. No, I became the embodiment of them. I became the embodiment of my own pain. The one thing I had tried to escape from, I embraced. And when I did, I learned something. I do not need to be saved. I do not need your redemption. I do not need your pity. I am not broken. I am stronger than I have ever been. I do not fear the demons inside me. I am the demon. I thought the pain would break me. I thought the darkness would swallow me whole. But what I didn't understand then is that darkness does not consume. It transforms. The moment I allowed myself to stand in it, to stop running, to stop hiding, everything changed. I had been so damn afraid of what was inside me. The rage, the fury, the anguish. I tried to silence it, tried to bury it deep inside. But you cannot bury fire. You cannot suffocate the rage that has been burning for so long. It will rise, and when it does, you either control it, or it controls you. For too long, I was at war with myself. Every whisper of doubt, every shred of pain, It haunted me. It gnawed at my bones, consumed my every waking thought. They said I was weak. They said I was broken. But what they never saw, what no one saw, is that I was never meant to be whole. You cannot rebuild something that was always meant to be shattered. I was forged in chaos, in madness, in fire. This was my purpose. This was my gift. And I was done pretending it was a curse. I learned to live with the demons. I learned to feed them. I learned to use them. The pain that had once crippled me became my weapon. The humiliation that had once shamed me became my armor. I took everything they threw at me, every insult, every failure, every betrayal, and I turned it into fuel. I became the monster I feared, the nightmare I dreaded. I let the rage take over. I let it pour through me, burning away the remnants of the weak, pathetic version of myself. Every ounce of fear, of hesitation, of doubt, I burned it away. I became something new, something unstoppable. It wasn't a choice. It was survival. You either evolve or you die. You either become the thing that terrorizes you, or you allow it to consume you. There is no middle ground, no compromise. I chose power. I chose strength. The world didn't break me. The world shaped me. And the more it tried to tear me down, the more I grew. It threw its darkest monsters at me, and I fought them. I embraced them. I wore their faces like a crown. I became everything I had feared. There is power in pain. There is power in suffering, because the stronger the fire, the stronger the weapon. The more they tried to break me, the more I became the one who could break them. I saw their weakness. I saw their fear, and I let it fuel me. They made me into a monster, but they did not break me. I became the monster, and now I am the nightmare that hunts them in the dark. I don't run from it anymore. I don't hide from it anymore. I use it. I command it. I am not afraid. I am not weak. And I will never let anyone tell me otherwise. I will never let anyone try to pull me back into the shadows. I am the darkness now. And if you want to survive in it, you better learn to embrace it too. Because there is no light left for you here, only the fire. They thought they could break me. They thought they could push me, twist me, humiliate me, until there was nothing left of the person I was. But they made the mistake of underestimating the one thing they couldn't control, the rage that had been simmering beneath the surface for years. It wasn't the demons that nearly destroyed me. No, it was the belief that I couldn't become one of them. I feared the darkness because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand that darkness is not something you fight. It's something you embrace. The world, with all its cruelty, all its betrayal, it tried to crush me into the dirt. But the deeper it pushed me, the harder it became for me to stay down. It only gave me more fuel, more rage, more power. The pain didn't defeat me. The humiliation didn't break me. It forged me. The more they tried to force me into submission, the more I resisted. I resisted with every ounce of pain they caused me. I resisted with every ounce of betrayal. And when they realized I would never break, they did the unthinkable. They turned their back on me. They left me. And that was their fatal mistake. Because it was in the solitude of that abandonment that I realized something. I was never alone. They never knew it, but I had already become the demon they feared. I had already begun to rise from the ashes they thought they had reduced me to. I became the fury, the wrath, the vengeance they never saw coming. And I would burn everything they built to the ground. I do not need redemption. I do not need salvation. There is no coming back from what I have become. I will never go back to the version of me that was broken, the version of me that cowered, that me is dead. I buried that version deep beneath the ashes, and what emerged was a monster. You cannot be the victim and the victor at the same time. You cannot suffer and remain weak. You either choose to stay in the dirt, or you rise. And when you rise, you burn everything in your path. I embraced my demons. I became them. And now, I hunt the ones who thought they could crush me. I hunt the ones who thought they could break me. I hunt anyone who dares to step in my way. They thought they could destroy me, but all they did was create a force that will tear everything apart, and it will be glorious. This is the last time I will ever be weak. This is the last time I will ever be. I am not broken. I am the storm. I am the nightmare. And I will leave nothing but ruin in my wake. They wanted a monster. I became one. And now the world will learn to fear me. Subscribe for more relentless transformation.